asked me this question: what's the difference between mutex and semaphore during an interview? It seems hard for my friend who is a self-taught developer. So basically the main difference between mutex and semaphore is that mutex is lock, lock, unlock, lock, unlock. We can just treat it as lock, unlock. And semaphore is a counter. So if we have multiple participants and we want to enable two to access the resource, then we can check the counter. I think of it more like an extension, a semaphore extension of a mutex. But let's see. Beginning last week, they asked me what is the multi-threading, and if I have ever done anything with that. I answered the question. My friend said, okay, sounds promising, hope you pass it. But when he asked me how to make sure resources can be safely accessed in multi-threading situation, he said you should no lock, right? So I have to say that me personally, in the last 20 years, I was not asked about multi-threading. Most of the interviews are either coding question or system design. Yes, I answered him lock, but then he asked what is a semaphore and what is the difference, and I have no idea what is a semaphore, and I told the interviewer, I don't know, could you tell me what it is? Then, did he tell you the answer I asked? Yes, he said semaphore is a signal mechanism which is used for thread synchronization, and the purpose of mutex is to protect resources against access from other threads, while only allowing one thread to use it, he said. So you got it? I asked. No. Yeah, with this explanation, no one would be able to get it. This is just one sentence. The basic difference is that with mutexes, we do basic lock, unlock, and with semaphore, it's counters that we can use in order to synchronize threads. Let's look at this mutex example. So we said mutex, we see lock. This is good because when we have a mutex, we actually have a lock, and whenever someone, let's say we have a cat which is hungry and no two cats can eat at the same time, so the cat will lock the plate and start eating, and cat 2 would need to wait for cat 1 to finish, to unlock. Then cat 2 will lock, then cat 2 will start eating. So we see here that we have indeed a cat 1 locking, unlocking. So this is the mutex. In the mutex, whenever there is lock, unlock, then this means that we are dealing with mutexes. So this is the mutex, an example of cats. In the example of semaphores, then they are increasing, decreasing a counter, or setting it. So let's see. So cat 1 walks into the root and starts eating. Yep. I don't see here anything about the semaphore. So let's continue with this. Cat 1 and cat 2 both are threads, and the owner is not known as a scheduler. It could be another process as well. Yes, can be send the signal. Where is the semaphore here? Then what about semaphore bigger than 1? Good question. This is the key difference between mutex and semaphore as well. So let's say you have 3 cats this time and all are friends now, but they still do not share the same plate. They are willing to eat together in the same room, but the room space limited. Okay, we get the idea. Semaphore is using numbers in order to synchronize in between the threads. Yeah. Let's go to the end. Semaphore. So the summary is that semaphore, it uses signals to do thread coordination synchronization. It allows multiple threads to access the same resource at the same time. Yeah, because we can say how many, that if the lock is only 2, then we allow. Semaphore for focus is to figure out threads dependencies and schedule them in correct order, and mutex only allows one thread to access the resource. As we said, it's lock unlock. The focus is to handle resources access condition in multi-threading. This is it. Yeah, this was a pretty interesting blog post, and if you want to read more about this, then the title was, I asked they asked me this question: what's the difference between mutex and semaphore during an interview?